Testing websites and apps is actually one of the highest paying online side hustles you can do from home. No special skills and no experience needed. And some of these tests pay anywhere from, for example, $10 to $60 just for a test that lasts around 15 to 30 minutes. And in this video, I'm going through the 9 best platforms where you can get paid to do exactly that. And I'll be straight with you about what each of them offers, how often you can expect to get tests, and everything else you need to know to find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael and I have tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and user testing is one of those side hustles that almost sound too good to be true. You basically use a website or an app, and in some cases you speak your thoughts out loud while you test the website or the app, and then you get paid for your feedback. And companies need real everyday users like you and me to tell them what's confusing, what's broken, and what just doesn't make sense. And they are willing to pay for that. So it can be a great and flexible way to make some extra cash on the side if you join the right sites. So let's go over the 9 best methods that I have come across. So before going over the options I want to show you, let's just first talk about the earning potential so you do it with the right expectations. And it's very important to be realistic that even if you join all the sites and join the best of the best and live in a country where you have the most opportunities, this is not going to replace a full-time income. It is a side hustle, a way to make some extra money on the sides. So there's not tests available 24/7. There will be times where there are no tests available, and how much you can earn depends a lot on which platform you use and how many you sign up for, and it also varies depending on the different tests and your country. And not only your country matters, also your profile. Some tests are hard to qualify for and you need a very specific profile, and others are easier. So this is actually why you should join more sites, because then you will potentially get access to more opportunities, and it can take definitely patience on some platforms to get tests, especially in some countries, but all of them are free to sign up for, so that's why you can just sign up for more, and then maybe if you're lucky, live in a country with a lot of options, you can maybe eventually get 2, 3, maybe in some weeks 5 tests per week, and that can definitely give some great extra earnings. And I will now go over these 9 options and explain a little bit about each so you can find the best options for you. As mentioned, you can sign up for just 1, 2, all of them. That's completely up to you. It's not a sort of prioritized list, because which of the options are the best for you depends on your preferences and also the type of test you prefer and all that. But I'll explain everything, and then you can decide which of the options are for you or if it even is for you. So let's now just jump to the first option. The first option I want to show you is called usertesting.com. It's one of the most famous and well-known user testing platforms. Usually what you do here is you test an app, you test a website, you record your screen, in some cases your face also, and then you just share your thoughts out loud, and it definitely does pay quite well. You can use the website, you can also use the app, and through the app, it's both for iOS and Android devices. Sometimes you can find extra tests here also. And it's quite user-friendly. You get paid around 2 weeks after you have completed the test. You can only get paid via PayPal, so just keep that in mind for this one here. But overall, if you like user testing, definitely one of the ones worth checking out. User interviews, definitely also one worth considering. It offers many different types of user tests. You can see here, if you scroll down, and you just see the current studies. They have both in person, over the phone, and online. They have focus groups, one-on-one interview, and many different types. And how much you can earn depends a lot on the specific task. But you can see, for example, here is a 5-minute study, $2. The ones that are higher paying, of course, are usually also harder to apply for, and you have to apply for it. But I do like user testing. It's very clear here. It says the device requirements, how much you get paid, the time it will take. Another one here, you see very clearly, this is unmoderated tasks. It's online. You will get $10 for 10 minutes. This one here, you see this one is in German. So it would be $30 for 35 minutes. And you can just scroll through here. And this one, for example, $50 for 90 minutes. This is a one-on-one interview, so it has to be at a specific time with a person. $80 for 60 minutes, one-on-one interview. So many different types of user tests here, but definitely some good options. You can join from all countries, but of course it can be hard to qualify. They're very specific with who they invite for each of these tasks here, but with some patience, definitely some great high-paying tests here. Testing Time can be another user testing platform that can be fun to sign up for. I quite regularly get tests for this one, so I know it regularly has tests. You can also use it in different languages. As you can see, it is mainly a site for Europeans, and I have seen that it even sometimes pay up to what is equivalent of around 50 euros for an hour. Once you've completed a test, you can get paid via bank transfer or PayPal. UTest is a little bit different because usually the task you get here is to find bugs. So you get to test a software, a website, app, something like that. And if you find errors, if you find bugs, then you will get paid per bug. So that's how many of the projects work here, but it does have a lot of different tests. It is available more or less in all countries, can be quite interesting. It does have some training because some of the tasks do require some training, but you will get that. It will also give you experience that you can use on other platforms, and you can then get paid via Payoneer or PayPal. Triber is another user testing platform that can be worth considering. It has different type of tests. It both has where you give feedback. It also has, as you say here, where you hunt for bugs and get paid depending on that, or just share your opinion about different user experiences. So it has many different types of tasks here. It even also sometimes gives you access to courses, training, so you can qualify for more tasks here. And usually you need to earn $3 to be able to get paid. It usually takes around 20 days for the payment to process, so it does take a little bit of patience like that, and you can then get paid via PayPal or bank transfer. So we're now more than halfway through, and I just want to take a second to make you aware that the majority of you watching have actually not subscribed to my channel. It's an easy, free way to support me and my work, and I would definitely appreciate it. So if you could just take 1 second to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. Userlytics also has different user tests, and you can click up here when you go to the website to get paid to test, and then you can sign up. And in addition to having usability tests, sometimes you can also find in-depth interviews here that pays more. So that's definitely also worth keeping an eye out for. From what I have seen, on average, it's anywhere from $5 to $20 for a test. It can take anywhere from 5 minutes up to 30 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer. The harder it is to qualify, the more you get paid. The longer it takes, the more you also usually get paid. How it is with all user tests, you can always see how much you get paid before you sign up, and then you can decide based on that. Playtest Cloud is a little bit different because this is only where you can get paid to play games, but it is usually unreleased games. So if you like gaming or playing games, it can definitely be fun, but it can be hard to qualify. There are not that many. Usually it is only for English-speaking countries. You can sign up from all countries, but you should just not expect to get many opportunities in other countries. They say very clearly that it's not a full-time job. It's just to make some extra money on the side while testing games if you like doing that. Generally, you get $9 per 15 minutes test, so that's quite decent, definitely for playing a game if you like playing games anyways. Again, this can vary depending on the exact test. You will always be able to see the exact reward you get in the invitation, and then you can decide based on that. Usually it will be in English, so keep that in mind. That's also why I say most of the tests are for English speaking countries. Trimata is one of the user testing platforms that is mainly focused on earning by testing website usability. So it is where you go to a website, you give feedback about the experience, they give you a specific task, and then you get paid for this feedback. On the website, it is mainly just information for companies, so that can be a little bit confusing, but at the top bar you can see it says get paid to test, so you need to click that. Then there's not much more information, just a little bit here, but then you just need to fill out this here, and then you can get started. And you see they say you can earn anywhere from $5 to $30 per test. And usually the test will include a video recording of your screen and your voice, as it often is with website usability tests like this here, or an app also if you test an app. And sometimes you also need to respond to a short survey to give more feedback. The last option I want to show you is called UserFeel, and you can see the test here, they vary anywhere from 5 minutes to 60 minutes. You can earn from $3 to $30 per test. Most tests are 20 minutes, and then you will earn $10. So it definitely pays quite decently. That is kind of the rate you can expect from most user testing platforms. It is very important that you watch this training video here when you first start. They say very clearly, if you don't watch the training video or you don't read the questions, you will not actually be able to get paid. So make sure you do that if you want to sign up here. And the type of task you can find here is usually these usability tests, also where you get feedback on websites, apps, or different prototypes. So as you can see, testing websites and apps can definitely be a nice side hustle. It can take patience because sometimes it can be hard to qualify for these tests. But if you join several platforms and put in a bit of time and effort to apply for as many tasks as possible and keep an eye on the different platforms, then it can give some really nice extra money and be a really great side hustle. But not in all countries. In some countries it is hard to earn from this, but if you live in the so-called tier 1 countries, definitely a side hustle worth considering, in my opinion. And then make sure to join several platforms, then you can earn some nice extra money with user testing platforms. And I do have a list of all these here on my website. There you can find links so you can join them. You can also find links to full tutorials, video tutorials of most of them also. On that list I have actually even added even more than just 9 options if you're interested in even more. So I'll leave a link to that below. Then you can go there to the website and check out all this if you want to know more about any of these options. And what I personally do is I prefer also using other side hustles just to try different things so it doesn't get too boring. And if you're interested in other online free side hustles, then I also do have a list on my website of more than 20 different free online side hustles. I will leave a link to that below so you can also go there and check that out for extra inspiration. And if you have any experiences, any questions about user testing yourself, I would love to hear them in a comment below. So please share your experiences, your questions there. I reply to every single comment. And if the video helped you, please make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.